Hi, I'm Penny Robinson, or Hoodie Girl, from the ICANN network and Yellow Ladybugs, and this is my Spectrospective video for 2017. The title of my 2015 Spectrospective was My Journey to Becoming Assistant Lecturer. After 2 years of giving many lectures, my promotion to become a lecturer at Monash University was successful late last year. In this Spectrospective, I'll touch on some challenges I face and then how I've been supported by family and in the community. I work 4 days a week in an open plan office and visit my grandma most evenings. This means that errands around the house are a challenge. I need downtime at home, so it takes a while to be ready to do errands. I wanted to sort out this autism advocacy box over Christmas, but lots of cricket, especially the 2020 on every night, distracted me, so it's still not done. The vacuum cleaner is noisy and blows hot air, so I'm great at procrastinating. But when you're dodging a dust patch, it's time to vacuum after over 2 months. I live by myself, and I don't invite friends over as much as I expected I would. But last weekend, when a couple of friends visited, they went straight to my Noomi beanbag and weighted things. So they just do what I am comfortable doing. I accept myself for who I am, and others around me also accept me for who I am. My family have been a huge supporter of me. In addition to my parents and my 3 younger sisters, my 96-year-old grandma has been a huge supporter of me growing up and a big part of my independence journey. It started at her house in Brighton, where I had my first sleepover and was the destination of my first solo drive on peas. I've been giving talks on my personal experience of Asperger's for the past 5 years. The best talk was at the ICANN network launch, where my grandma was in the audience and got to hear my talk live, not via video later. I like routine and find change hard. What I describe as the changing guard of independence is an example of how I've had to adapt. When I was young, my parents, sisters and I ate family dinner together every night. My grandma moved into the granny flat out the back of my parents' place while I was doing honours in 2005. As my sisters got more independent, dinner was often my parents with their crossword plus me every night. By this stage, Grandma was getting older, so Mum put a dinner on a plate for Grandma too. My routine was then to take Grandma's dinner up and spend time with her every evening. When I was almost 31, I moved into my own place, 2 kilometres away from my parents. I missed the time every evening with Grandma. Over the past year, my grandma got sick 4 times while my parents were away, including 2 hospital visits. My memory of her medical history, especially dates, proved very useful given Grandma's increasing confusion. In November, Grandma moved into aged care permanently instead of being there occasionally on respite. I found that change hard. Given the aged care place is on my way home from work, my new routine is to visit her on my way home from work most evenings and on the weekends. She is always delighted to see me, and I help her with her iPad and anything else she needs. I quickly discovered that the aged care place is a great community for Grandma and myself. Many staff know my name, and if they don't, Grandma is always keen to introduce me. They have music concerts every Friday afternoon, which is my day off, so I'm recognised by many residents now too. I get many waves as I arrive. They accept me for who I am, where I'm known as Joyce's granddaughter. I think that attitude is everything. Grandma often forgets she's already told you something, so she'll tell you again. When I got new shoes, she remarked about them for the next 2 months. I take that she really, really likes my black shoes, and she'll never forget the bright pink ones I used to have. About 2 months ago, I got stuck in the lift at the aged care place for about an hour by myself. Initially, I panicked because I needed to go to the toilet. Then I thought, what's the worst thing that'll happen? I'll need to pee on the floor. I immediately started to stop panicking. Within 5 minutes, the nurse on duty realised that I was inside the lift. She was great with regular communication with me until I was rescued. I was also thankful that it was me stuck in the lift as a visitor rather than a confused resident. I had the strategies to cope: sit down, listen to music, and distract myself with several Facebook Messenger conversations. As I wrote on Twitter just before I was rescued, I've gone from getting panic attacks in the school assembly hall to having coping strategies of music and social media to cope being stuck in the lift.